My name is Representative Margaret Doherty, and I am the state rep for House District 35, which represents the people in Tigard and Southwest Portland. I'm chair of the House Education Committee, and I also serve on the Business and Labor Committee. Giving people time to make decisions and listening to people are probably the strongest qualities that I have. I always give them a day or two to go through and find out their own information, talk to people, and so on. And so I think that's something that a lot of the representatives respect. A lot of times it's not necessarily what my vision is, but what constituents' visions are or others. But I think what it is you give people the opportunity to express their opinions, take to what they have to say, and probably, and sometimes integrate it into your own vision and go forward from that. If it's just things that you want done, that's not a leader. A secure leader is not one that everybody has to follow them. Many very successful leaders have the same qualities. They're listeners, they are people of integrity, they are people who put their position ahead of themselves, and they are problem solvers. There is belief that women shouldn't be in politics. There's belief that women shouldn't be leaders. There are beliefs that a lot of people don't think that women should be president. Here in Oregon, for example, in the House of Representatives, 54% of our Democratic caucus are women. And most of the leadership are women in the state of Oregon, and we lead very well. But a woman can be a very good president, and so I would hope they would respect my beliefs as I respect theirs. Don't agree with them, but you can respect them. It's been my experience for decades that men want to win and women want to come up with solutions. And I think that's where the difference is. And so if you've got an issue, whether it be something that you're voting on with legislation, some of my male counterparts will chuck that up as a win, as opposed to the women that will go through and say, we've now resolved this problem and we can go forward. So that's the biggest difference between men and women in leadership. Rule number one is integrity. When you give your word, you give your word. And once you break that word, you will no longer have those people with you. And so you have to go through and have that integrity. If you go through and say, I disagree with you, and this is the reason why, and people can understand that. But if you go through and tell somebody that you're going to vote one way, and then you turn around and vote another way, you have lost that person. That person will not trust you as much anymore. And so you've got to be honest and have integrity, period. I don't think Trump has leadership skills. If leadership qualities are working with people, coming up with compromises, listening to all sides, not putting your own self in front of other people and what other people's needs are, those are a leader. And I'm not quite sure he would fit a definition, a textbook or otherwise, of a leader. People that want to be leaders, whether it's a leader of this country or another country or a business or whatever, is first of all the listening skills. You need to listen to people to find out where they're coming from, and I think that's very important, whether it's constituents or whether it is employees. I think it's important. I think that you need to think about others, character. Speaking ability, I think, is very important. Being able to work together with people, even people that are not on your side. You need to work together and bring them together. Be a problem solver, but most important thing is to have integrity. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing you've got.